Welcome to Shaky Legs Run Pod, episode 4. Finally, we're got another episode out. It's been a minute. And I'm here in Riverview, New Brunswick. And I'm here with the Run Gang founders, leaders. And yeah, I've been wanting to link up with these guys and ask them about their group runs that they carry out in Moncton, because it seems like it's been such a popular and like positive kind of energy type of run group. So I've just been curious about how you guys built that up. And yeah, we're going to talk about a lot of things, like a race that just happened that went really well that the Run Gang put on. And yeah, and I've just been curious about your guys' like running backgrounds and stuff. So I thought it'd be cool to finally get together and talk about it. So yeah. So the people we have here is Jenna and Jillian and Dom. So starting out, like when it comes to the run group, is there like one person who started the run group, or was this like a team effort? Did you guys know each other before the run group?
Okay, so we did not know each other. I started the run club, but it wasn't always Run Gang. So it used to be Garden Hill Run Club, and I started it. Well, I'm not from Moncton, I'm from Calgary.
Okay, yeah. So your background, Jenna, when it comes to running, maybe we'll do that first
Okay.
before the Run Gang. So Jenna, you're not from New Brunswick originally.
No.
So grew up in Calgary?
Grew up in Calgary. I did track and field my whole life. So I started when I was 11. So I guess like running has kind of always been a big part of my life. And my mom has been running marathons like since I was a baby, essentially. Like in my baby book, there's like my first bib number from her first 5K with me. And so yeah, she's been a big influence. And yeah, I've just been kind of running ever since, kind of non-competitively and semi-competitively. So
Yeah, because I was talking to Jillian at the Worry Call Relay a little bit, and she mentioned that you were from Calgary.
yeah.
And so I was like, oh, cool. So I started looking on your IG back a little bit.
Mm.
And so you ran competitively at university, right?
Yeah, a little bit. I ran with Concordia University and at UPI, but just 1 year each school. It wasn't like super competitive. And then UPI, that was like a 1 year BED. I was 6 months postpartum, kind of just hopped in there to see what could come of it. I didn't even know if I would make the team. And I ended up just meeting like a really incredible group of people and made the team, went to AUS, and yeah, it was great. Great one. Quick year.
Cool. How'd the AOS go?
It was good. It was tough. There's some really amazing runners out there. I learned a lot. It was kind of cool. Like I was the oldest on the team, and I brought like a different experience, but then I was also learning from all these younger athletes, and it was like a really healing experience, honestly. Like it was
Cool.
really awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Fun. I kind of did the same thing. I went back to school later, and I was the
Cool.
old guy on the basketball team. So
Yeah.
I can relate. Okay, cool. And then you move. When did you come to Moncton?
So I moved to Moncton in 2020. So my partner and we met in Montreal at Concordia. He played pro hockey in Europe and in Australia, and he was kind of hopping around. I was finishing school. I joined him. I kind of like lived part-time in France with him, and then I joined him in Belgium for like the full year. And
Was he playing hockey at Concordia?
yeah,
This was before his pro experience?
yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I joined him in Belgium. We thought we were going to stay there. COVID was just kind of starting, we were hearing about it on the news. I got pregnant, and then we were kind of like, okay, what's next? And we moved to Moncton. So
Where is he from?
he's from Moncton.
Okay. So that was
Yeah.
where the connection was.
Yeah.
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 So you decided to come back home.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you just started running just kind of casually for fun.
So yeah, okay. This is really like why I started the run club. So I moved to Moncton. It was COVID. I didn't have any friends. It was a very like isolating year. This is like pre UPI. And I had just come from living in Montreal, where there's like run clubs everywhere, huge running scene. I don't know if you've been out there, but there's just so much going on. And I moved here, and I don't think I saw Moncton, like how it usually is, like given COVID, but I was just kind of like, okay, like where is the scene? Like what's going on, you know? And so it was kind of in the back of my head, like, should I start a run club? I don't know. I was kind of talking about it. We moved to we moved to the island. I went to UPI, and then we thought maybe we'd stay there. We came back, and I was like, okay, no, I need to meet people. I need my community. And so that's what really sparked it.
Sparked it, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll get into more about how the run gangs got going.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, we'll see.
Sorry, did I ramble there? No.
No, that was fantastic.
Great.
It's exactly what I was hoping for.
Okay.
And so Jillian and I do have a connection through our parents who went to university together.
Yeah.
But we never really actually knew each other. Like we knew of each other, I think.
We probably met as kids a couple times.
Yeah, it might have been. But
you're so much older than me.
How many years do I have on you?
3.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't actually sure. So it was
and our
cool.
siblings know each other.
Yeah, your older sibling and cousin.
Yeah.
Right. We're friends with my sister. So it was cool kind of finally connecting through running, which is even cooler. And because I knew your dad was a runner for a long time.
Yeah.
Well, started later in life too.
Yeah, he started in his 50s because he said he got fat because he wasn't playing football anymore and needed something. And would just jog every day. And he was doing the same little 20-minute route every morning at like 5 a.m. before he had to do rounds at the hospital. And then somebody got him into biking and he had to go to the running room to get gear for biking. And it was on a group run night. He was just like, I think it was like a couch to 5K type of thing.
This was like 20 years ago, though, right?
Yeah, like early 2000s. And then he found out another doctor had run a marathon that he in his mind was like, I'm healthier and fitter than that man. And he ran a marathon, so I can run a marathon. So he started training.
And that's how it got hooked.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, so that was about 20 years ago. So you were not into running like your dad was though, right?
Never. No,
Yeah.
I played sprint sports or I've never done endurance, anything whatsoever. Avoided it most of my life.
Some team sports though, eh?
Yeah. Like football. So sprint sport, lacrosse, sprint sport, and then like volleyball, badminton, but nothing ever. I was told to join soccer, but I was just like, I don't like running.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
all team sports people hate running.
Yeah.
It's a punishment.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So when did you decide that you wanted to like get into running or something? Why did you decide that?
Classic breakup. Needed to get back to being myself. Hadn't been active for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Other than like, would get a gym membership for 6 months and then drop it or like, but because I was a team sport player, I didn't find that there was much for me out there. And I was just like, I'm sick of being inactive. Like I've been active my whole life. In the last 10 years, I've just been doing nothing. And so I was like, I own sneakers and Dad's really good at this.
Yeah.
Maybe. So I like secretly started running just in my neighborhood and just did loop to the neighborhood, got a 1K and was like, okay, let's start with that. And I had this mantra and it was like every other day until the end of May because I was going on a trip at the end of May.
Yeah.
So I did that for the month of May, went on my trip to Costa Rica, came home and was just like, I want to get into this.
Yeah.
So I tried it a little bit and then I found out there was a run club.
Okay, so you found out later, yeah.
Yeah.
When it was already going.
Yeah, and had no intentions of it, but I was like, oh my God, that sounds like so much more fun than running by myself in my neighborhood.
When was it? When did you start running? How long ago? Just last year?
Yeah.
April, yeah.
Okay, and like a couple months later, you're
Yeah, my first run club with our first run gang day was in June, first week of June.
Yeah.
So it was like built up to being comfortable with actually my first ever 5K was at Run Gang. And that week they did 6 and I thought I was going to die.
It's
now.
Yeah, look at you now. But that's another like great thing about these run groups is like the improvement you see in people that come out.
Oh, and the peer pressure? Like, like positive peer pressure.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to not finish. There's people here. Like, I'm going to do this.
Totally get it.
Motivation, we'll say, not peer pressure.
It's so much easier to get out for a run with a bunch of people than to try to like do it yourself. So it can be like, there's days where you feel great and you want to go out by yourself, but some days it's way harder. But if there's other people involved, they hold you a little accountable, and
Absolutely.
And it's rare that you ever regret going out.
Well, it's just like, I needed that community.
Yeah. Huge,
Just
huge.
Socially more than anything. And I was like, and we get to run in. So
that's the thing. It's like all kind of team sports people growing up. When you become an adult, you lose it.
Yep. Yeah.
And it's really hard to find something that's similar. So all of these run groups, the popularity of the run group is like blowing up, and I think for good reason.
Absolutely.
Like the team sports thing's one reason, but also like everyone's so isolated on their devices too. So it's like getting out face to face with people. It's really nice.
I think it's the nice part. The nice part of it too is just like it's the common goal, but without the competitiveness. I mean, sometimes you can get a little competitive when you're like, I know I'm faster than them or that sort of thing. But it's like there's a weight off of you where it's like a team sport, but also nobody's really relying on you. So it's like the best of both worlds.
Totally get it. And I agree. Yeah. All right, cool. So, and now you're off. Now you've done a bunch
of 10Ks.
Just did the Freddie half.
Just did the Freddie half with Mary. Yeah.
Yeah.
Planning for legs. We'll talk about that after. Yeah. Planning for legs for literacy.
And the Poly Peak Pursuit.
I've been told that I'm doing the Poly Peak Pursuit.
Trying to recruit them. Jenna already signed up.
First Children.
Yeah. But I'm sure there'll be more in the future. I'm a year in, so.
Yeah. It's very exciting at that time.
Yeah.
Building up to all the different distances and yeah.
No expectations or goals that I have to crush yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Just having fun with it.
Blank slate.
Yeah. Okay. All right, cool. So yeah, we'll see Dom's story here. So Dom, I only met you at the race for the first time.
Yeah.
But I knew you. You're the reason, I guess, like, or part of the reason why, in my opinion, the Run Gang has been such a success, because I feel like your guys' influence on like Instagram is really cool and good. And it like makes people feel like, oh man, this is a cool kind of chill run group and I want to go check it out. Even like the designs and things on the gear and like the Run Gang logo, I think that makes a difference. And you guys really nailed it. But Dom does a lot of the videos for the Run Gang Instagram. At least that's what pops up. So the Du Mont Blanc.
Yeah.
And so we were talking before the pod, and Dom was a football player at X.
Yeah.
So like we said before, were you a runner while you played sports, or was this something that came along later?
I hated with all my guts, to be honest with you. Like I would do like strongman workouts to manage not to do a long distance because I didn't see the purpose. My dad was a marathon runner, and I told him like, he would ask me like, "Do you want to go for a run?" I'm like, "Why?" But no, it just all started because of me running. I didn't know no one. Jenna came up with the idea of the run club that used to be Garden Hill Run Club because we used to live in the same neighborhood.
Okay.
And she has the question on the Facebook group, and one day I showed up and it was Jenna, me, and 2 other moms. So for a while we joked being like, it's Dom and the mom.
That's a great name.
It was just you 3 or 4 that started?
Yeah.
Okay.
The stuff that I learned from like, pregnancy during that time was, I never heard of. Like it was funny. It was a learning experience. But no, I'm not from Moncton either. So.
Okay. So where did you grow up?
Drummondville, Quebec.
Okay. So you're Quebec. So did you end up further east because of going to play football at X?
Yeah, I went there. I left before I had finished my degree, went to a coaching gig in a high school for a sports study program. And then
in Quebec?
Yep.
Okay.
And then I went back to school, but I went to UDEM to finish my degree. And this is how I kind of got into being around in Moncton.
Okay.
The video started just because at one point I was also doing it for myself personally. As I would say the same period of COVID hit, I learned personally that my mom had advanced dementia. So at one point I kind of was looking for something. Probably entering sport helped a lot to deal with all the emotion and stuff like that.
How old was your mom?
She's 65.
Okay, so kind of young onset.
Yeah, she's very young.
Yeah.
People were surprised. So since then, I was putting everything that I got into the thing that I would do personally for the run club, just because it was my outlet, and I kind of stick to it. But it's also, it would never happen without the others. Like, we went to a Landromat after a year, and it just exploded.
Okay. So no running prior to meeting up with Jenna and the moms.
No.
Okay. And so this has been like a 2-year kind of experience for you?
Pretty much.
Do you do races, or do you?
I started racing with a run gang. My first was a 10K. And I remember we all had their Garden Hill Run Club singlets.
Yeah, the OGs.
Yeah. I got sick 500 meters before the end of my first 10K.
Okay.
Like, sorry, listeners, but.
Do you want to tell them what you ate the night before?
Oh, yeah. With probably
what did you eat the night before, Jenna said?
Some was probably crispy chicken burgers.
I remember what you had. It was lasagna from.
What did
it was lasagna from Vito's.
Oh, okay.
So I mean,
so sorry to you.
Yeah. Vito's pizza, very good, but maybe the lasagna pre-race.
Little greasy.
Yeah. So I got that 10K done, and then switch up to a full marathon during winter. I was training, basically it was me and Jenna all winter, because we're the only two crazy people running like at the run club as much. So
and then like minus 15.
Yeah.
So we
was this training for Fredericton?
Yeah. So I did Fredericton as my second race for a full marathon. It was an experience in itself too. And then once we came back from Fredericton, it just exploded.
Yeah.
The people start showing up from nowhere, and it became huge. We're always surprised.
So I'm sure your influence with the videos is a big factor, but so when it came to the videos for the Run Gang Instagram, was it just, you're like, I just like doing this anyway, so we'll do it? It wasn't an intentional, let's try to make the group bigger?
Well, also I remember, like, at first we were a small group, and Jenna was asking people around, like, hey, if you want to take pictures and videos, and I seen that nobody else was doing it, so I was like, all right, I will do it.
Yeah.
I know it takes a while, because I maybe don't socialize as much during the run, because I'm running around. But I remember when we had that Global News interview as well. When I filmed, I started seeing people smiling, and kind of give me a little bit more juice. I tell them, like, it's nice to see people smile.
Yeah.
So
totally. And then they see themselves on these videos, and you're looking all cool at running.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, I'm going to keep coming out.
I mean, I don't hate it.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, so after this, so the origins of the Run Gang, you four originally start the Rose Hill,
Garden Hill
run group. And when did you decide to like do the name change?
All right, yeah. So originally Garden Hill Run Club, I wanted it to be like neighborhood specific. I guess a lot of the run club, it's inspired by my experience in Montreal. And in Montreal, there's all these run clubs. They're proud of their neighborhood, quartier. And you kind of show up to these races, you represent your flag and your singlet and everything. So a lot of what we do at Run Gang is really inspired by who I am there, like the leaders I met while I was there.
Yeah.
It was just such a cool experience. So, I just felt like, we were meeting at Garden Hill Park. There was no bathroom. I tried really hard to make the drinks after thing. I'd like lug a cooler there, like sometimes in my kid's stroller. I was like, okay, guys, like have a beer now, like let's hang out, let's have fun. But I think too, like all of us who were going, we were all like, most of us are parents. And so I think a lot of people didn't really have the time to like hang out. And so I was like, okay, like I'm not really getting like the vibe I'm wanting right now. Like I think we need like a hangout spot. It needs to be neighborhood, downtown.
Was there was there slow growth happening at this point, or was it still just a few of you guys?
At this point, I'd say we were like 8 to 10 people.
Okay, and how is the word getting out?
I was literally going around the neighborhood. I was on mat leave at this point.
Yeah.
You put stickers in.
So there was, I made stickers,
Old school.
I made posters, and I was
Door
like,
stuff.
on my mat leave, I'd like go for a run with my stroller, and I would post posters all around.
Wow. Okay.
I would, do Instagram posts. I would post on Facebook group. I'd post in Greater Moncton. I was kind of doing whatever I could to get word out. And then I was like, you know what? Personally, I'd like to have bathroom. I was postpartum.
Right.
There were a lot of bathroom breaks, and just having a drink after. And so I called up Landra, and I was like, hey, like, can we meet at your cafe? It's a really cool vibe, more community on the corner. And they're like, absolutely. They've been amazing to us. And so that really helped. I think there's been like a few different aspects, like, of course, the social media, the help from Dom. But around that time too, we had global news. And then we were kind of going through a growing pain, figuring out the pace. We slowed the pace down, and we added a 5K group. So there were probably like 10 people following us on Instagram, like waiting for that 5K group. And as soon as we added it, so many people showed up, and we're like, oh, like inclusivity, very important. And then we kind of went back and forth. We had some feedback that it was too slow. We had some feedback that it was too fast. And we're like, okay, at the end of the day, anyone can slow down.
Yeah.
Not anyone can just run faster. So let's keep it around 6 minutes. And then since then, we added the 4K group too. That group is just growing like crazy. Like Megan's leading it. So it's really cool to see like how it's evolved. But I think, all these different things have come together to make it what it is.
So cool. Yeah, I see a lot of familiarities or similarities to the St. John Trail Running group.
Mhm.
Like I've known those guys forever, and those growing pains happen with them too, I think. And once Mark kind of figured out, like you did, that there should be, maybe a slower pace group, and if there's a faster pace group, someone else can take them and kind of split it up, but everyone can still get together at once and hang out after at the same time. And that's when that group blew up as well. It's like the more inclusive speed-wise that you become, the better.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's too cool. So global, how did global news get hooked up?
They just messaged me on
They reached out
Facebook.
to
They
you?
wanted to do a story on our run club, and it kind of tied into downtown Moncton. A lot of people, usually folks who don't live downtown, they talk about how it's so dangerous. But I mean, downtown anywhere,
live in the neighborhood,
right?
too.
And so I think they kind of wanted to feature our group, saying like, hey, like, look, like this group is running downtown. They're safe. They're fine. They're coexisting with, all walks of life downtown. And that's kind of what the story was about. But
Yeah, and I know that a lot of people do feel more comfortable when they're in groups at going out for a run.
well,
Instead
yeah,
of being by yourself. So it's like such a great opportunity for that.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the group starts to really blow up. So was there anything that you guys can point to that may have been the trigger for like the popularity kind of increasing, or was it just kind of more of a natural thing that was happening?
I think it was just all those things that I mentioned happening at once. Dom making the reels, the inclusivity, the extra group, slowing down the pace, meeting at Landro where it's like a common space. And Landro is a unique space too. I think it kind of drew in a lot of folks that might not normally go to a run club, and they felt comfortable going there. So we have to credit Landro as well. Like there's just so many different things that really led to it.
If you don't know the area, Landro is like a little cafe that's licensed, right?
Yeah.
So they have like beer and wine and stuff too.
Yeah.
And it's just like kind of a cool
It's like
little
artsy.
hippie vibe.
Yeah.
And a really cool spot on the corner, like right downtown.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, that makes a lot of sense. And the popularity, I've been curious about this too. Like run groups have you've seen like an explosion of it, especially after COVID stuff. And I feel like that might be the reason why it's like an excuse to get together after being isolated from people for so long. But you didn't really see it in New Brunswick, but you said in Montreal, it was always a thing.
Oh, Montreal's like the New York of Canada. Like there's just probably hundreds of run clubs. It's Toronto too. So yeah, like lots going on. A lot of run clubs who would collaborate and host events together, which I thought was really awesome. I would love to see that eventually here too. But yeah, relays, like just cool trail races. They do a lot of like unsanctioned events. So you see videos of people like dodging cars.
Well, I did a race in Quebec, and I met one of the reps, like the main rep, basically. You might know him, first CLA, and Stick Boy runs his Instagram.
Yeah, so I used to run with him. That's Marty.
Yeah.
I ran with him at Run Right. Yeah.
So he's like the leader of a lot of those group activities, right? And I see that. I'm
He's
like, oh, that's so cool. And yeah, that's the kind of vibe I'm getting from you guys, like what he's been doing. But yeah, so started out with you guys, 4 of you guys, you two and 2 moms. I see photos now of the group runs, especially in the summer when the weather's good. Like the numbers, what is like the peak number that you guys have had? Do you know?
Probably like between 70 and 80. Yeah.
I think it was 78 to be exact last year.
Was it?
Yeah, my first week, and I'll like, it's seared in my mind. I think it was my first week or my second week. I was standing at Landreau, and these two were like giddy standing together. And Dom's like, I counted 45. Or it might have been 35. And they were just like, their brains were exploding.
Yeah.
And by July, I think it was, we had reached 80 some odd people at a group run. And I was just like, okay, that happened quickly.
Can I add to this? So a lot of people ask me like, you know, how did Run Gang start? Like, this is crazy. And I mean, for Moncton, like it's it's significant, right?
Yeah.
And I just have to say that it definitely wasn't overnight. Like it took a really long time. There were a lot of Tuesdays where Dom and I would just show up, would meet at Garden Hill. It would only be him and I. I remember when we used to meet on Wednesdays, and we ran into the running room run club, and there were probably like 10 people running, and we looked at each other and we're like, this is such a cool feeling to run in like a big group. And we're like, it was just like inspiration for us, and to just like look back on what it was, but it didn't happen overnight. Like it was a lot of Tuesdays. Even sometimes I'd show up and no one would be there, and yeah, it takes a long time.
How many were there at the shakeout run the first year of League?
How many at the shakeout run for Legs for Letters?
It was Dom and I the first time we did our shakeout.
And we saw at La Factory like nothing happened.
It's a really humbling experience, but you have to. I remember I reached out to Butch, one of the run club leaders in Montreal, and I was like, do you have any advice for me? And he's like, literally, Jenna, just show up, be consistent. People might not understand why you want to start it. Keep doing it anyways, and like don't feel bad when people don't show up.
Totally,
like, it's gonna happen, and he's so right. So yeah, anyone starting a run club, just
stick
doing
with
it. Yeah,
don't give up.
Yeah,
and Mark, my buddy Mark, keep the dream alive, baby. Shaky legs. But Mark, the St. John Trail running guy, he said the exact same thing, which is cool that you're saying that, because he had it was a slow growth and it really blew up, but he said you need someone to be consistent and dedicated to like doing that group run the same day, every night. And obviously it works if you just stick with it.
Yeah. And we're really lucky. Like we have six of us lead. So it's been kind of like a gradual progression, but I mean, I've always had Dom, like if I can't show up, I have 2 kids. So 2 Tuesdays ago was our first time we canceled in 3 years.
Because of the heat.
Okay. And but I've always had someone I could rely on. And then, then Jill joined the leaders, Sam Billow joined the leaders.
Right, Sam, yeah.
Josie Jabba, and then Megan, she does the 4K. And so we just have this big crew of people. So there's always someone there, even if we have something going on and we can't make it.
And I say something about the other leaders.
Yeah.
When you were asking about like how it exploded as well, I think people like Sam and Jill are a big part of it, because Jenna and I are not from Moncton. So those people brought their circle of friends and everything, and it exploded from there. Their joy of being part of the run club with us, it triggered and kind of do like that snowball effect.
Yeah,
it just it's nice to see. So thank you very much, you guys.
Fantastic. Yeah,
you're welcome.
That's cool. Yeah.
And just something I want to mention too, Dom and I both being from outside of New Brunswick, in the early days, the group was like mostly francophone, and I'm bilingual. so does Dom. And we'd kind of joke because Dom and I would end up speaking Shack together. So kind of random, like girl from Alberta, speaking Shack. And so that really inspired like the name for that run gang, where we pub out that pace. And we just really wanted to celebrate the Moncton Shack culture because most of the folks that were running with us, they are Acadian, and that was like really important to us.
Their partner are so.
Yeah, my partner and my kids are. So.
Right, exactly. So it's mostly local people that listen in or to the pod or watch the YouTube channel, but there is a few people that are not from around here. So Moncton, you guys could probably explain it better. Like New Brunswick is a bilingual province, French and English, and Moncton is kind of like the hub of like the Acadian kind of culture for city-wise. And so Moncton especially, I find, being an Anglophone, you come here and I love listening to Moncton, like Acadians speak, because they mishmash English and French together into its own kind of language. And it's kind of a beautiful thing. Yeah.
It's really cool. And there's like a good sense of humor, good banter. But yeah, it's like very, very much part of the Moncton culture.
Yeah. And very, like you don't really get that anywhere else in the world, I don't think. Right.
No.
Yeah. It's its own language. I think it should be anyway. But, yeah, it's very fun to listen to. And if you know a little French, like a lot of New Brunswickers do know a little bit of French, just because we are a bilingual province, you have to a little bit, especially this area. So when I try to speak French, I can't really do it very well, but I can understand Shack. So yeah, it's fun. But yeah, so that's just a little history.
Yeah.
But, okay, cool. Wow. That's so neat, and how successful the run gang has become.
Thanks.
Yeah. And going to continue, obviously, because I feel like you guys are building into something which has culminated into this race that just happened, right?
Yes.
So a run gang. If you want to check them out on IG, that's kind of like the primary. It's Moncton Run Gang though, right?
Yeah, Moncton Run Gang.
Yeah, at Moncton Run Gang. And yeah, you can see a lot of Dom's videos and other clips. It's just it's a cool page, and it'll make you want to go run. But so yeah, the race that just happened that Jen and the crew put on was a cool concept. Like it's different from anything that I had seen. I'm assuming you probably saw something like that similarly in Montreal, or is this an idea that you came up with yourself? How about explain kind of what the race is?
Okay, so Worry by Relay, it's like an unconventional relay race. We really wanted to bring community members together. We're like the newer club in Moncton. We wanted to get to know other folks in the running community. And so it's kind of like, the way I saw it was like a run gang invitational. Like, I wanted people to show up in their singlets representing their club, but then we'd mix them up and form the teams. So it wasn't about like one team dominating, or, it was still like a social event, but you're meeting
still a race.
Yeah, it's still a race. People still ran really hard, and but the focus is fun.
The idea was it's a relay.
Yeah.
But you sign up without knowing who your teammates on the relay team are going to be. So they picked the teams kind of when you got there.
Yeah.
Which was a cool concept. And it kind of made it more of a kind of social, enjoyable event for everyone with no pressure, kind of. Like it didn't matter what place you were going to be in. It's just going out, meeting some new teammates, and then racing. So there was 5 people per team, per squad.
Yeah.
And did you have an idea of numbers that might show up, or were you just like had no clue and what?
I had a goal. Like I wanted to have at least 50 registrations. And we made it to 75. So not bad for the first year. Max capacity would have been 100 just because that pathway isn't too wide. And but I think like, it was still really like well spread out.
Totally. Yeah, it was, and the location was kind of perfect for that number, actually. So it was in Centennial Park, which was like this big, I had never actually been there, which is weird because I'm from New Brunswick, but I've been in Moncton a million times. But Centennial Park is just like this big, beautiful park. And there's a little spot where it's like was it a 1K?
It's like roughly, just under.
Around a 1K loop around this little lake. And yeah, it was a perfect spot.
Yeah, it's a great spot for workouts. So I do a lot of like my long workouts there, just because it like blocks the wind and, and so when I was doing my loops around there, I was like, man, it'd be so fun to do like either a group workout here or a relay race. And then you asked, what inspired it. And I follow all these different accounts, all these run clubs around the world, honestly. And I saw there was a relay race, I think in Paris, and they were in a parkade and like it was dark. And I think it was Saucony who sponsored it. They're all wearing like the Saucony try-ons and, they're going up and down this parkade. It looks so cool.
Yeah.
And I was like, why can't we have something like that here? Like, and so.
How long ago was this idea sparked?
Probably like last fall.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right away, were you like, I'm going to make this happen? Or did you throw the idea out to like Jillian and Dom or something?
Yeah, I checked it in group chat and
You mentioned it way before too.
Jenna and I actually talked about this last night. We were on the phone and I was laughing because I'm very type A and she's type B. I'm new to the running community, so I don't know much about race planning or what even happens at a race, let alone how to be an organizer for one. And she had tossed it out. She said, we definitely have to do an event. Warripa Relay came to be, and she kept mentioning it. And then one day she's like, okay, like we really need to start organizing this. Can we have a phone call? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. So I get on a call with her and it was, to me, it was just like exciting brainstorming about things that we could do. And I was like, yeah, this all sounds great. But like in my head, I was like, where do we start? Like, how do we get the ball rolling? And so I was just like, this was a great, fun chat about it.
Yeah.
And like the next week she texts me and she's like, okay, it's live on New Brunswick. I was like, excuse me, what? I was like, oh, okay. So like I would want to have like 80%, I would want all the sponsors set and like all of that stuff prepped because that's how I do things. And she's like, no, trial by fire. Like we're just gonna put it out there and then we're gonna have to do it. And I was like, okay. And Cyril.
Sometimes it's the best way to do it.
And it was absolutely, I laughed. I was like, if it would have been mine, we would not have had a relay this year.
Yeah, it would have been, a little more prep. The same thing, another similarity here for the Poli race last year.
Yeah.
It was an idea that I spurred, and me and my buddies from Sussex, we always wanted to race. I'm just like, I'm just going to make it happen. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I reached out to Mark, who runs all these races in St. John. I'm like, if you want to come help, like I need your help because I don't know what I'm doing. And at first he said no because it was so late in the year. I was going to have it in October. And it was probably end of summer where I'm just like, I got to do this in like a couple months. And he's like, I don't think so. And he's got a bunch of races already.
Yeah.
So, and then he said no, kind of initially. And when I said, oh, I'm just going to do it anyway, he's like, well, okay, I'll come help.
Too much fun on.
He either, I think that, and he knew that there was a race in Poli and the potential it has. And also, I think he probably felt a little bad for me that I didn't know what I was doing. So,
okay.
Yeah. But sometimes you just got to go for it.
That's honestly what I'm learning is, you're never going to be 100% ready.
Yeah.
And especially with organizing a race, like you need people to register so that you can, pay for things and, get the gear and also sponsors. Like you kind of need to show them that you have an actual event happening.
Yeah.
Otherwise it's hard to get sponsors. Like that's a whole other can of worms, right? So
yeah. And you've done, we'll have to talk about one other thing here coming up with a boutique run store in the works for Moncton, which is going to be really cool. But another cool part about the Warripa Relay, which does not happen at every race, especially in New Brunswick, was you got a New Balance sponsor.
Yes.
And they brought out the new New Balance race shoe, the SE Elite V5s, and the new trainer, the Rebel V5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So everyone got to try them on, and you could even race in them, which was really cool, I thought.
Yeah.
And there was only one other event that I've gone to, and it wasn't a race. It was just like a group run where Solomon had something similar. But the fact that you guys got to race in the New Balance race shoes, I thought that was a pretty cool draw.
It was kind of like a perfect opportunity, right? It's only 2K. So you're not going out and like trying to get 5K PB or like running a half or a full.
Yeah.
If it's not the right shoe for you, it's okay. It's just a fun couple loops, right? So yeah.
Maybe the only time I ever run in $400 shoes.
Yeah. You just wait. You wait. Yeah. You'll be getting some.
Once you try, you can never go back.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the race was cool. It was, you guys had batons, like track style, and everyone did 2 loops
Yes.
on the team, and then you just pass off the baton and the next guy would go or girl. And yeah, it was cool. And it was funny, Jenna, I took a video of Jenna running because I was just there helping out a little bit. And everyone put their watches on the batons.
Yeah.
And the video of Jenna, it was funny. You were running, I was filming you, and you must have looked down to see your pace or something.
There's no watch.
And there's no watch. So then you like looked at the baton. I was just like, oh yeah, the watches are on the baton. And did you notice that in that clip?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
angled a little bit. Yeah.
That was funny. Okay. So is there any more ideas for potential races, or are you're gonna probably make this an annual thing at Worry Pup?
I think we have to make it an annual thing. Jill already said it's going to be annual.
Yeah.
The first ever annual Worry Pup relay, as she kept saying. But yeah, for sure. I'm really excited to kind of like tweak a few things. You know, I guess it's like my first race I've ever organized, but I learned a lot, you know.
So for now, that's the only race kind of on the horizon to do it again?
A lot of requests for more trail stuff.
Okay.
So I might have to pick your brain, but I thought it'd be cool to do like a city trail race, maybe where our Sunday loop goes.
I was just
it's kind of in the back of my head. We're
recording on a Sunday, and I came up last night and we ran. So every week you guys do 2 runs, right? Tuesdays and
Yes,
Thursdays?
Sundays.
Oh, just Tuesdays and Thursdays and Sundays.
Yeah. So
Tuesday's the group
it
run.
might be confusing right now because we did have a summer track session. So it was only 6 weeks. We were lucky enough to get a booking like city, but it was right before university was starting up. So it was only until August 9th. But
Gotcha.
So we did have Wednesdays as well.
So Tuesday did like the big group run. We got the puppy here doing a little dance.
You gonna come make an appearance?
Yeah. And so Tuesdays has always been like the group run.
Tuesday's the OG. That's like the original fun run, chill after work.
Yeah. The one that you meet at Landro and hang out. And that's when you see the big groups, the giant groups of like 70 to 80 people.
Yes.
And then this summer, this was cool. You ended up doing some like speed work for people that are there. So was that like people showed up who had never done speed work, or was it all kind of?
Yeah, it was all levels.
Yeah.
I worked with Coach Ken McKinnon, so he prescribed the workouts and I ran the track sessions. And I just wanted to give people an opportunity to like look on their forum, learn a little bit about speed sessions, because I was getting questions all the time around things. Like, I saw you're working on Strava. Like, can you tell me more about it? How do I do that? Or, you know, when can I go to the track? And so I just wanted to kind of bridge the gap and make it more accessible.
The people getting into running, speed work is something that you don't initially kind of know and that's even a thing. But the more you kind of get into it, you realize this is something that if you want to kind of improve your race times, that is kind of essential.
It's essential. Yeah.
And it's really fun. It's like going to do a speed workout is always one of the funnest things for me, I find. I don't know if it's just like the intensity of it or something, or
it's
just
so fun. You get to go fast, right?
The feeling that you're getting faster, maybe.
Yeah.
Is a fun feeling.
And lacing up a good pair of speed shoes.
Excuse to get another pair of shoes.
Yeah.
Anything for more kicks.
But I think too, like, you know, a lot of us grew up doing sports. Some people didn't. And, you know, I kind of forgot because it's so natural to me. I'm just like, oh yeah, I have my warm up, my routine, whatever. Some people don't know what an A skip is. Some people want to learn what a B skip is, warm up, dynamics. They don't know the lingo. And I really realized that at Run Gang. And I was like, okay, let's show people how to do a track workout. And like from start to finish, warm up. They can take that warm up, do it at their next race.
Totally.
You know, cool down. We did a little bit of strength too. So.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I still don't know a lot about that stuff. Like, I don't know what an A skip or B skip is.
Yeah, see? So you can come next time.
Yeah, because I started running just for fun, but then I like immediately got into trail running. So it wasn't like I understood what the track people would do pre and post race or post workout. And this past summer was the first time I really kind of dedicated we would steal, there's another group in St. John called the Rockwood Road Warriors. And a guy named Jeff Queen runs that group, and he'd post his group runs on Tuesdays, and then me and Tom, the guy I work out with, we were training for a marathon. We just steal what Jeff would do for the group and do it the next day for our speed session. So that's kind of how we started to learn a little bit. But yeah, so you're right. A lot of people don't know about all that stuff. So yeah, that was a great idea. And then the Sunday runs, and okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. The Sunday runs kind of started because there was a huge crew of us planning to run Freddie.
Okay.
It was also a brutal winter last year.
Yeah.
And so we started the Sundays really just to, get the long runs done together. And what a difference it made.
Yeah.
And it kind of like set the tone for Fredericton too. Like you were there.
You guys had a huge
I think
group.
you felt the vibe a little bit. Like
Totally.
such a cool race. We were high-fiving each other the whole way.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of people at the finish line. Like probably one of my favorite races for sure, just because of that. So.
Yeah. Oh, I love Fredericton in general, but then if you had like so many of your crew there, that would have been even more special.
Yeah.
Totally. I get that. All right, cool. So the race went well. We're going to do it again next year. And can we talk about the store a little bit?
Sure.
Okay.
What do you want to know?
So there's never in New Brunswick, really, there's like outdoor shops, and we have a couple of running rooms and some like kind of family shoe shops have been in New Brunswick, but nothing like, a lot of the cities now, there's like Van Runco, like the t-shirt I'm wearing, Black Toe Running in Toronto, like all these. Culture Athletics in Montreal, right?
That's in Toronto as well.
That's Toronto. What's Montreal's big one?
Boutique Endurance.
Oh yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. Which are cool little run shops, and they have like group runs and things, and just always good for the running community to have a shop like that. But there's never been one anywhere in New Brunswick. So Jenna's got this idea. Well, it's a real thing now.
Happening now, yeah.
And so there's going to be a store opening up in Moncton. You want to talk about the name and
sure.
when it's going to open up?
Yeah. So don't have an exact date just yet. We're shooting for 6 to 8 weeks
from now.
Yeah, maybe sooner, but I don't want to overpromise here.
Okay.
Depends how how fast things will come together in the next couple of weeks here. But yeah, it's been in the works for over a year. I actually grew up. Sorry, cut this part out. My first job in high school was at like a local running boutique.
Okay.
A tech shop in Calgary, and loved it. Great experience. I learned a lot about customer service there, and I worked there like on and off for about 4 or 5 years. And then I moved to Moncton, and I was like, where is the local like mom and pop running store? And I think too, like as a run club leader, I had a bit of frustration because I wanted that community support for my club, a place where you can do demos and, nutrition samples and like a community hub. Yeah. And I felt like we were kind of missing that. And so that's really what sparked the idea to start the stores, because I wanted it for the running club community here in Moncton. Yeah. And so it's called Parcours Athletics. Parcours is French for the journey. So we wanted a bilingual name, of course. My partner, he's Francophone, so I've got to celebrate the French shop culture here. Yeah. As we do with Run Gang. To me, it's symbolic. Like I grew up running, and to me, when I run, it's like my form of playfulness. We're out in nature and having fun, and same with when we bike. I think that's why people enjoy running fast, like you said earlier. It's because we used to do that as kids.
And everyone has their own journey.
Everyone has their own journey. Exactly. So
it's not linear.
And the journey is not linear. Yeah. So
yeah, well, the logo kind of shows that too, which I thought, I don't know who does the graphic art for you guys, but someone does a really good job.
Yeah, so I did the font. Okay. And then I worked with a girl, her name is Laurie in Montreal, and she did the P.
The P, yeah. So if you go to, is there a link to Parcours on the Moncton Run Gang IG?
There's not.
Oh, yeah. It has its own IG.
Yeah, I mean, it has its own
Parcours Athletics.
Athletics.
Yeah. And there's just a few photos up. I checked it this morning, But you did kind of give a sneak peek about the brands that are coming in.
Yes.
Are you allowed to talk about that?
Pretty solid lineup. We can definitely talk about it.
It's stacked. If you're kind of like a gear nerd like me, when I saw the brands that she was bringing in, it got me very excited. So,
it was a very it's a very thoughtfully curated list of brands.
Yeah.
I really went into that with the intention to bring in my favorite quality brands, what we don't have here yet. So
it's especially the clothing stuff I found, you really can't find that stuff around here. You have to order some from another province.
Well, yeah, and that's just it too. In racing shoes, how many of us have ordered just on a whim a racing shoe, and it doesn't fit 2 weeks before your race, and you have to send it back and order a new one. And it would just, I want people to be able to come in and try it on and make sure the shoe fits before they buy it.
So can you name off some of these cool brands?
Absolutely. So you were wearing one of the brands today, Praise Endurance. So they're based out of Montreal. We have a few really cool Canadian brands actually. So Ciele, they're the classic hat brand, but they have come out with some really nice apparel as well. So I will have them. Say Sky, they're a Danish brand. They did some Ramadan gear for us. Jill, if you want to.
Oh, sure. And the cool long sleeve.
Yeah, and the cool long sleeve. You have those. Did a swap with Steven.
Yeah. Steve, hook me up.
Yeah. And then Bandit Running. That's a big one.
Love Bandit gear. I'm excited for that one.
Yeah. I think we're one of 6 across Canada who will have Bandit. So I'm really stoked about it.
Oh, that's big.
Big deal.
Yeah.
And then for shoes, we got the classics like Asics, New Balance, Saucony. We have Adidas and Puma. So those are kind of cool new to New Brunswick. Boutique, anyways.
Totally.
Racing shoes. So
yeah. And so you're bringing in the trainers and usually everyone's race shoe. Do you know yet, or?
Yeah, the goal is to have all the race shoes. I mean, initially as we open doors, we have to be selective with what we bring in. But by spring, we're hoping to have the full lineup.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, wow, amazing that you're bringing this here because you're work full time.
Yeah, it's wake me up in September end. That's what I'm saying right now because I'm a teacher. I got 2 kids and but I have a really supportive partner. He's he went to the store yesterday, painted, did some work. We take turns. So we're figuring it out as we go and it'll be okay.
I'm sure I speak on behalf of a lot of the road runners in the province and in the southern province because everyone would be excited about a store like this and willing to travel an hour to come to the store. I'm sure I would be. So
I hope so.
Yeah. So thanks for
making on.
Thanks for doing this. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Thanks for the shout out.
What else would I want to ask you? I feel like one more thing. So the race calendar for you guys. You guys all were at Freddie, which was cool. And how did the races go? Were you happy? Jenna got our Boston qualifying time. And were you happy with the way it went?
Yeah, I was so happy.
Yeah.
I cried happy tears, Jill.
That was your fastest time too. That was a PR marathon.
Yeah.
How many marathons have you run?
That would have been my 8.
Okay. Yeah.
But I mean, there was a period of time there where I was running marathons just to run. I wasn't really training for them. It was during university while I was working 3 jobs, and I wasn't really training properly. And so after I had kids, that's when I was like, okay, I really want to go to Boston.
Yeah.
So this is a serious attempt number 3.
Got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And finishing a marathon itself is an impressive feat. But once you get kind of rolling, it's fun to see how fast you can go. What about you, Jillian? Did you your first half? How did it go? Did you feel good about it?
Yeah, I felt great. I just wanted to do sub 2.
Yeah.
Which I thought was reasonable. The night before, Jenna and I roomed together and I was like, am I ridiculous? Is sub 2 going to be okay? And she's like, shut up, you're fine.
Yeah. Because you went under, right?
Yeah, 153, I think.
Oh, yeah. You killed it, man. Yeah.
Which is great. I ran with 2 other girls from one gang. One of them had to drop out at 10K because she had a lung infection a week before. But shout out to Gav because I didn't plan on running with anybody, but saw them in the start line and was like, let's start together.
Yeah.
And Gab and I just after we lost Chelsea to her lung infection, we just kind of put our heads down and went for it. And I certainly like, that's what I love about the run gang is like, I like to push myself, but like, I'm going to do it if someone else is doing it.
Totally. Yeah.
So like the last, I think 4K, I had negative splits and Gab was just rocking it. And I was like, I guess this is what we're doing. I've never run a half before, so I'm just going to try to keep on our coattails. And yeah, it was incredible. And like my first big event. Yeah. So it was just like the whole day was a lot for me emotionally. I cried the whole.
Do you want to talk about Bob a little bit there?
Yeah, Bob was the star of the show also.
Bob is Jill's dad.
Yeah, my dad. So he was supposed to run the race with me as like he was supposed to pace me. Yeah. With my first half, but injured himself after pushing himself to train for a marathon in
Texas?
Yeah, Texas. And raced through an injury and made it worse and then was off all winter. So he didn't train with me at all. So he had no idea my progress. And when I told him I wanted sub 2, he didn't tell me, but he didn't think I'd get accomplished.
Okay. So if someone tells you that, are you the person to take that personally and want to prove them wrong, or the opposite?
Oh, my brother the night before the race at like 10 o'clock at night texted me, said my first half marathon was 1:59. Good luck.
You're like, I'm going to kick his ass.
I mean, it crushed. Yeah. And then he later found out that I went on Atlantic Chip Times and found out his first half marathon was 2:20 or something like that.
No, did he lie?
Yes. He didn't. Yeah, he mixed up which half marathons he was thinking
okay.
about. So he still ran 2 full marathons and I haven't run any yet. I also crushed him in the ice cream run. Thank you very much.
I got a comment from my friend the other day who's like not a big runner, but she listened to the pod. Negative splits. That is, you hear that term sometimes in running, and all that means is you went faster the second half of a race than you did on the front.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
And so yeah, your splits were like your numbers were lower. So that's where the negative split kind of terminology comes from. But anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, so Bob came, and because it was the first race that he ever attended that he wasn't actually participating in, he became race mom and was just like full support staff for Jenna and I.
Was he at different spots during the race?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, different spots during the race. We went up with him in the car, so he was our to and from. Yeah. And he was like specifically, Jenna was like, I really need you at the halfway point with water and stuff. Yeah. Which he totally rocked and took very seriously.
A lot of experience behind Bob's running. So
oh yeah.
Yeah. So he totally gets it.
Yeah.
He gets it. And he just like, he's also just like a no fuss kind of person anyway. So he was like really, really supportive for Jenna, which I thought was really great. But yeah, the story of it all that just like keeps going around, which is hilarious, is that he's a retired physician. And at the start line, there was a woman who had a surgical gown on for some reason pre-race. And she was standing there and she took it off and she was looking for somewhere to put it. My dad was like, oh, I can take that for you so that you don't have to just throw it on the ground.
Just trying to help.
And then he's always cold. So he put it on.
And that's what he was wearing when he passed me.
And that's what he wore.
My water.
So he's just walking around in a surgical gown for the entire race. Which to me was just like the funniest thing.
To that? You know, when you're just like in like a state of fog during the marathon, like you just don't really know what's going on around you.
Totally.
I remember seeing Bob and I was just like, that was kind of weird, but you know, it's Bob, so I didn't really question it that much until after the race. Yeah, it was kind of, the gown was blowing the wind, but he took his role so seriously, and I gotta say, like, really meant a lot to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Cool.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was coming on like the final stretch of it. And I was like, he's going to be here somewhere. And like, of course, I'm like starting to get emotional because I'm almost done.
Yeah.
And he steps out of the crowd into the street. And I was like, what is he wearing?
Yeah.
What is going on?
Oh, that's too funny.
And yeah, but he wore it with pride and everybody thought he was part of the medical team. But
It was like made out of paper.
Yeah, he said it was pretty warm though. He he would suggest it again. But yeah, he hugged me at the finish line and was like yelling my time at me, which I hadn't seen because I didn't know where the clock was when I crossed the finish line. And that's when he told me, I didn't think you could do something.
Yeah, didn't want to tell you.
He's like, I'm so glad I didn't pace you. I don't think I could have kept up. And I'm like, yes.
Crushed it. Yeah, it's cool experiencing, like, a lot of marathons are similar to that, but there's something that's cool about Fredericton where you turn the corner and they have like the stand set up and you can see the finish line and it's not a long distance. So you really get a boost of energy there at the end, even though everyone's exhausted.
A boost of energy or Dom's experience of the finish line. Yeah,
Dom, I've been curious about kind of have you ran other races?
Did my first marathon last year.
Where was that?
Fredericton as well.
Okay, so you've done Freddie twice.
Yeah. So my second time this year. Last year, it seems like I was gliding through the end. Like you said, you had that little extra boost. You'll get a little faster. This year, it didn't went as planned. Maybe as soon as I see the people from Run Gang cheering, my right hamstring cramped.
Right when you come into the finish line?
Yeah.
Didn't cramp at all race?
No.
Okay.
And I cramped. And when it happened and, when you're sleeping, you try and kick the wall.
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to do this, but with the Rocky shoes, the Super Compete, I kept rolling.
What were you wearing?
The Super Compete 4, the New Balance.
The New Balance? Okay.
So it happened. I'm trying to figure it out in one leg and the other leg went up. So I had both cramp on both legs.
Oh, no.
And I couldn't move. I remember Taha was the first person to get me. That's one of a member at the Run Gang. And as soon as he touched me, I pushed him off because it hurts.
Oh, yeah.
And then Jenna showed up and these both start moving me forward.
We forced him forward.
Did you come to a complete stop?
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah. And I start crying because they keep moving. I'm like, no, I can't.
You're so exhausted, right? Yeah. Your emotions just come out in an instant. So I totally get that.
Meanwhile, Bob's standing aside in his medical gown staring at him now.
Yeah. Sometimes there's not much you can do about a heart cramp like that.
And it's funny because not by a lot, but I did a better time than the year before. I was almost 30 pounds heavier than the year before.
Yeah.
I didn't take training maybe as serious because starting a new job, it was hard on me. So I thought to myself, I can just wing it. But
the marathon will get you.
Exactly. Keep me humble.
Yeah.
But it was very fun. Still the experience because when you get to see everyone waiting for you, even in that struggle, it was very neat. I saw Bob, but I didn't even ask. I just hugged him.
Yeah.
But no, it was very nice to see everyone there cheering. It's funny because I made a reel out of it, but looking back, sometimes I'm like, God damn, it's not my best day, but.
No, you got to keep that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I got to look back on that one. That's on your ID?
Yeah. It's on the Moncton Run Club.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But everyone has a bonk,
Yeah.
You can, I think everyone can.
Everyone experiences it. Yeah. It's going to happen eventually. And I talk about this a lot because I do love trail running and I'll do ultra marathons sometimes. And I've done 80Ks, 50Ks or whatever through mountains and stuff. But I still find that the road marathon the most difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And there's something that I love about that. And that's why I just keep going back to run the marathon. I don't know why. I just love the marathon. That could be a factor. But yeah, I just love looking forward to Fredericton. But might do Boston this year. We'll see.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah. Put the name in and see what happens.
Yeah.
Dom, did you do any other races before these two marathons?
I did Sydney Man in Nova Scotia 2 years ago.
Oh yeah.
That was one race that I was supposed to do in my second full marathon.
Okay.
And my girlfriend talked me out of it because she saw me almost dying at work, coming back because I'm a construction electrician.
Okay.
So I'm always on my feet and stuff like that. And she's like, by the look of your face, you're not going to make a full marathon. And I was like, you're right. And I wanted somebody to come with me. So I was like, sorry, it was a mess from the start. The hotel overbooked twice. Somebody walked in my room at 10:30. Like I got sick at after the 6 kilometers. And I end up being a half. But yeah, it seems like I have bad experience sometimes during race, but I feel always great after a while.
Well, it's not when you're like, I'm never doing this again. As soon as it's over, like,
well, even
signing up tomorrow.
hours.
Yeah.
Even the marathon, like, when you get to the bridge, first thing I'm thinking is like, what the hell am I doing? But I'm in it. Like, I know I'm in it. But it's funny how the mental games play a long way to during the race and everything. So it's just fun to see how you can push yourself. We'll see what's next. Other than that, it's legs for literacy coming up. And
what are you doing at legs?
well, DF. I promised my girlfriend I wouldn't do
Another
marathon. So she said she would kick me out of the house.
Yeah.
So I respect that. She wants to see me in the house. So we have 3 puppies. So don't want to leave her single-handed with them.
So legs half is next for you. What about you, Jillian? You got something in the
Same. Legs
half?
Yeah.
Good. And legs for literacy is like, it's been around in Moncton. It's a race in Moncton and it's been going for a long time now, right? Never actually done it, but become like people talk about it.
Still sign up.
Yeah, when is it?
Right before
October 6th.
Okay, the weekend before pole weekend.
Yeah. Right.
If it's the same, it depends if I'm doing Chignecto. We don't know if that's
happening
or not because the park's still closed.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll see.
You have to train either way.
That's true. Yeah, I will be training either way. So maybe I will sign up if Chiggy doesn't happen. Yeah, that'd be fun to go do it with all you guys.
Really fast.
I don't. No, I have done one half. I did a half. There used to be a race in Sussex, a half marathon.
Cute, really.
And it was beautiful. And it was like I think it was my first race. And it's during COVID, it stopped and it never came back. So there was talk about trying to get that going again. The guy who I run with wanted to do it, so we might try to bring it back because it's a beautiful little race around the valley. But yeah. So legs half. Is there a goal time or just going out for fun?
For fun.
Yeah.
But I don't usually race for fun either. So
yeah, once you're
see
out there,
what happens.
That's a crazy.
I mean, I always want that, but
yeah,
just wear the costume. You have no choice.
Yeah.
Oh, is this a race where people dress up?
Don last year ran. Did you have?
I did 10.
He did a 10K in a flower costume.
Yes.
To be the friendly flower, and it had like full sock and glove.
Yeah.
Like it was
uncomfortable.
Yeah, I don't know how he did it, but we were talking about I might modify the costume for him so it's a little bit more comfortable. He also had to like remove the whole thing in order to use the bathroom.
Because the zip stopped here,
right?
And I remember I was with Tara running the 10K, and I one time I told him, I was like, I need to go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna have to speed up because there's no way I can wait that long.
Yeah.
So yeah, my back hurt because I was like hunchback all the time. Like it was fun. I had a fun time doing it, but still
brought lots of laughs for people too, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
Have you guys
seen for sure?
Oh, totally. Have you guys seen like pictures of the Bootstrap Boogie, the Irving Nature Park race, the trail race?
No.
It's in November every year, and it's St. John Trail Running puts it on, but they make it like it's kind of late. It's just after Halloween, so they make it like they encourage people to dress up. So you get a lot of kind of crazy people running in hilarious outfits. The girl who like one of the guys who podiumed last year was so funny because I was chasing people with the GoPro at the race, and one of the fast guys, I don't know if he was second or third, but he had a tutu on. Like usually the fast people don't play along with the costumes, but yeah, he was just like blasting through the course in a tutu. So I thought that was fantastic.
Amazing.
Yeah. But what about you, Jenna? You got something in the works?
So I got Rimouski next weekend.
Rimouski?
Yeah.
What's that? Is that a marathon?
Yeah.
Are you running the full?
Yep.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, I ran in it last year.
Yeah.
It's a windy one, so I'm really asking the universe to look out for me.
Is it by the water?
Yes.
Okay.
It's right on the water, so it's an out and back.
Okay.
Yeah, right along the river.
Cool.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I mean, we'll see. I don't know. Jacob and I registered just because our Boston buffer was in that Right. And
Okay.
so we're
Yeah.
kind of going into it, hoping to bring the time down a little bit.
Okay.
But no pressure. I'm just gonna ride to run it and see how it goes.
Do your best.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all we can do.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Maybe you'll get like a non. Well, even if it is windy, one half is maybe behind you, unless it's blowing from the side.
Yeah. Well, the second half was a headwind last year.
Was
so
it? Okay.
It killed me. It was so hard, and it's not a very crowded race, so I couldn't tuck behind anyone.
Okay.
It was really something. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of traumatized, but I'm really hoping for a different experience this time.
Freddie, there was parts of Freddie that was like that this year.
Yeah,
Near the
for
end?
sure. Like the bridge was tough.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cold.
But it was like that the entire 21K in Whiskey last year. So just
That's
to
hard.
give you an idea.
That's mentally tough.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys are as shoe nerdy. I'm pretty sure you are, Jenna.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a shooter.
Yeah, me too. And but I just wanted to ask you guys what you're wearing recently, like kind of like trainers and race shoes.
Sure. I can
Do you have like multiple pairs?
yes.
I know you have a bunch of race shoes, but
Yes.
what's your like favorite trainer right now? Is it the Super Blast?
Okay. Yeah. The Super Blast is really good. It's a beast.
Yeah.
I have big feet, so when I took it out of the box, like it's a big shoe.
Yeah.
It kind of
you're
like
high up.
runs out. And I think mentally that was a lot for me. I was like, I kind of felt like a clown, but they are very supportive for a neutral shoe, very high cushion. And I bought them last January. I probably have like over 600K,
Oh,
and
good.
they don't even look or feel worn out.
No, they look
So,
brand new when I saw them this morning.
It's definitely a top shoe for me. I also like the Adidas.
Yeah, the Evo
SLs.
SLs. Yeah, I'm a fan.
You were wearing this today.
Yeah.
That's a great shoe. I think it's probably like the shoe of the year.
Yeah.
One of them anyway. Less supportive. So
Yeah.
I can't wear them too much.
Yeah, almost feels like a plateless super shoe.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
It basically is,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I haven't raced in them yet, but I just got the Puma
Oh yeah.
Fast Star.
Okay. What's the Puma race shoe called?
Puma Fast Star Deviate.
Deviate.
Yeah, they have like a whole lineup, but they feel really good so far. So I'm excited to bring those out.
Everyone who's been kind of trying those out say they're insane.
They're insane.
Tom
Yeah.
wants to get a pair of the guy who I run with a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
well,
it's a go.
we might have them at
Okay.
It's just a little, but yeah, they're really great. I'm excited. We'll see how it goes. Don't want to jinx it, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Jimmy, what were you wearing this morning?
I know nothing about shoes. I was just like, Jenna, what do I buy? So I wanted to buy something new before Freddie. So I have the Saucony Endorphins B.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Those are great.
Everybody,
Yeah.
it was between that and something else.
Yeah.
And got the same reviews from everybody that like, you'll love the Saucony. They'll be your go-to.
Plated runner.
Mhm.
Plated
It's
trainer.
like a plastic.
Carbon,
Like, yeah.
not carbon. But yeah, they've been great. Other than that, I've run in Hoka's. I also like those.
The chip Cliftons?
Sorry, girl, I don't know there.
Yeah, probably Cliftons.
Oh, so.
Oh, big, huge stack of cushion.
No. Let me grab them.
What else
They're
would
just
it
around the
be?
corner.
Yeah, I want to see them. What about you, Dom? Are you a sneaker guy?
Yes.
Yeah. You had, I know you had the New Balance SE Elite V4s.
Yeah.
I just bought a pair on sale. I love them.
They're like, I like the toolbox.
Yeah, they're
Because,
wider than,
Even Jen makes fun of it. Is like, she doesn't know, like, I used to wear like steel toe at work all the time.
Yeah.
So it seems like my foot is always like this.
Yeah.
Like spread out my toes. So I like the Oka. I wear the Oka today, the Clifton. But I feel like New Balance has that wider toe box.
Yep.
I kind of like it. I enjoy it. Sometimes I kind of go with, oh, I never tried that, so let's give it a shot. Like, so that's how I got into trying the Clifton 10 this time around. But I really love New Balance. It's like the Rebels are amazing.
so good. Every New Balance shoe I've had, I love.
Yeah.
And I tried the Rebel V4s too, and they were really good. And I love the 1080s. And yeah, this is my first. And I've got a
what
bunch
they
of,
did with the 1080s though, where they kind of changed it a little bit.
yeah, they switch it up too much.
So I used to love the 1080s, and then they changed kind of the I don't know if it's where the toes are, but the toes started to hurt a little bit. So I was like, that's why I kind of consider Hoka. Like, you never know, right? They change one thing of the shoe and then it doesn't fit as much. So like you start like kind of stressing about like, what can I put on?
That's when I tried on the V5s, the Fuel Cell Elite V5s at the Warrior Club Relay there. I was kind of like, I mean, they're good, but
they're narrow.
Feel way different than the V4s.
But you can get wider with New Balance.
New Balance is good for that. Good point. Yeah. Well, especially in the super shoe, it's not many companies do that.
Yeah.
I have a question for you. Is that something that you will have at the store?
New Balance?
Like different wide and regular size?
Yes, in New Balance, we will have different widths. Yes.
Nice.
And we will do custom orders if needed.
Okay.
Fantastic. Shout out Parcours.
Yeah. I also wanted to say how good the colorways are for New Balance right now. Like the Rebels, like Chef's Kiss. Like you can wear those with jeans. Like they're so nice.
Yeah.
And I really did like trying the Elites.
Yeah.
They didn't feel super aggressive, but they felt reliable and just like my foot wouldn't feel broken after a marathon.
No. Yeah.
So
yeah. And I tried on the Rebel V5s and I was like, I'll be getting these.
Yeah.
I love the feel of those. A little higher stack than the prior version.
And they rock well too.
Little rocker, and they felt similar to the old version, just a little different, higher stack. But yeah. So you're training in the Hoka then right now?
Yeah, I've been trying the Hoka and just, sometimes you go on the website and you're like, they're cheaper than this pair. So I was like, let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
They're a little narrow. The toe box is not as wide as the regular of New Balance, so it's kind of an adjustment. But I like it's a little more firm than maybe the 1080s.
Yeah.
So maybe it will last longer. Like I kind of want to see what type of shoe can maybe bring me more mileage on it too.
Get more bang for the buck. Yeah. Super Last I've heard lasts a long time. A little pricier, but sometimes it's
worth it.
Yeah.
So worth it.
It's
we sold out. There's that good, right?
Well, yeah, I think that there was a point of time where it was really hard to find them, but I feel like they're more.
Yeah, they were selling them like crazy. That's right. It's like I love, when it comes to trail shoes, I love the Nordas, like the Canadian company, and they're expensive. They're like almost $300 a pair, but they do last, twice the length as a regular trail shoe because those get beat up really fast.
Yeah.
And
so Craft.
What's that?
Have you tried Craft?
No, I haven't tried Craft yet.
Craft, they're really firm though.
Firm stuff. Okay. Yeah.
So I tried it during road running a little bit, and I should have probably went to the trail a little bit more.
Yep.
So that's probably why I also that's one reason why my girlfriend doesn't want me to buy more shoes because like I'm trying so many and she's like, you don't even wear them.
Right.
But,
yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
Because they just don't work for your foot. Yeah. I know the feeling.
I feel like that's kind of my thing too, is like, I still have a pair of Chuck Taylors from grade.
Yeah.
Like I wear everything until it's dead.
Yeah.
So the idea of like the fact that I don't really wear the Hokas anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, every now and then I'm just like, I feel bad. So I wear them.
Yeah.
They're fine. They work great. But like my dad has like 30 pairs of the same Brooks, same colorway in the basement. It's this ongoing joke. I'm like, oh, which one's he going to wear today? And he's like, well, those are for speed work. These are for whatever. I'll buy a new pair for race day. And I'm like, in my head forever, I was just like, you're insane.
Yeah.
These are all the exact same pair of shoe. None of them look worn. What is going on? But now I get it.
Yeah.
But I also just have like a hard time. It feels like consumerism.
Yes.
But it's also like preventative health and good care for your feet so that you can continue running properly.
Right. It is good to switch them up.
So it's like, I'm not mentally there yet. And I also I'm only on 2 pairs of running shoes. So I don't know the differences. And I'm like, if I'm going to spend $200 on a pair of shoes and I hate them, what do I do?
Exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And how do you know?
Well, that's part of why it's going to be so good to have a store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll have a treadmill so you can test them out in the store.
Yeah.
Hey, these are the mocks, right?
Yeah.
That's I kind of forgot about these. Everyone loves these.
I had no issue with them whatsoever.
Yeah. The Mach 6. Cool. Yeah, they're so light.
I think that the story of buying those makes me laugh is that we had this was my first like group meeting as a leader. I'd been running for the summer and Jenna was getting everybody together just to kind of like now that we're blowing up a little bit, like we should chat, make sure everybody's on the same page with stuff.
organize
things. And I was wearing my like fashion New Balance shoes that I'd been wearing to run in.
Right.
That I bought just as like a walking shoe.
Like some 574s or something. Yeah.
Just something like they're not running shoes. And Sam looked at me and he goes, "It's time. You have to buy real sneakers."
Yeah.
And I was like, "But these are sneakers." He's like, "No." So then I went out and bought these.
And and it's like an immediate crazy difference usually.
Yeah.
Or did you notice or no?
It felt weird.
Yeah.
Because it was just like I said, I've been walking around in either Chuck Taylors or Birkenstocks most of the time. So I've never had I haven't had a supportive shoe in ages.
Right.
So it was just like, oh, okay, this makes sense.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Of course. But yeah, I think I could become a bit of a sneakerhead if this trend continues.
Try to fight it. Because it's going to happen eventually.
Coming.
I had to get rid of like half of my sneakers because I was just like looking at my sneaker rack and just like, this doesn't make any sense. So I just either gave them away or sold them for like $10.
Just like a crazy cat ladybug with shoes.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
That's exactly me. So now I have a good amount. It's not insane. And I'm going to try to wear out the ones I have until they're like, not wearable.
Mm-hmm.
And, but again, I'll walk into the store and might see the Pumas and be like,
Stars in your eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm just curious what time we got. Oh yeah, oh my God, way over an hour.
Yep.
Can you believe that? I went by quick.
Just like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to announce anything or like say anything about anything at all? You go ahead, but all good.
No, I think we're good.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
That was really fun. I've been so curious about all the stuff that we found out about today.
We finally made it happen.
Yeah, we finally made it happen.
Rescheduling 3
Yeah, we
times.
tried to make this happen a few times. So yeah, I finally came up for a run too, which is fun. And before the pod ends, I did want to shout out Kelsey and Adam. Kelsey Hogan, who's from New Brunswick, and she just ran the UTMB 177K, 10,000 meters of elevation, and finished 16th woman, which is insane. First Canadian woman. Yeah, just nuts. And her partner, Adam, who's becoming a better and better runner, ran the TDS this week. So that's 145K, another event at the UTMB week. And it's like similar elevation as the UTMB, even though it's a similar distance. So he finished that, and it's so crazy. They both like come across finish lines after these races and they're just like, so positive and happy. I'm just like, man, you guys are something else. But yeah, they're great too.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah. Great combo, and big congrats to them. So I just want to shout that out to the pod. And yeah, thanks guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it. That was fun.
Okay.
Jeff. Bye. Peace. Well,